Very good morning, welcome. It's Jeff Laughton online, nice and early, Friday the 26th of September. Well, I'm still on a cruise and I'm in the most beautiful port in Montenegro this morning. It looks just amazing. I filmed this outside so you can see what an amazing backdrop it is. It was another superb day for the private service yesterday. 2 bets, 2 winners. So in total this week I put out 9 bets and 8 have won. And so far this week we are 67 points in profit, or if you want to convert that into monetary terms, if you had £20 per point on each bet, you'd be sitting with a profit of £1,340 this week alone. We've won 19 weeks from 21 since the start of the season, and if you do want to see what all the fuss is about, then drop me an email at the email address below and I'll send you details. There are 2 very strong bets on there today, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, you should do, because then YouTube notify you when I put these videos up. And if you are new to the channel, you're more than welcome. My name is Jeff Laughton. I've been a professional gambler for almost 35 years. The only thing I bet on is horse racing. I don't gamble because I enjoy it or for the sake of it. I bet purely to make a living. Now that takes patience and discipline, and they're the 2 main reasons that most people lose at this game. Now, as I always say, this is not a tipping channel, it's more an educational channel. I want to try and get you to look at the right races. If you start in the right place, you've got a chance. Well, I'm about to get off the ship as soon as I've done this video and go and explore what this beautiful place has to offer. But before that, I'm going to go through a few races for you today. It's really busy, and I'll see if I can pass on a few pieces of worthwhile information for you. Now we'll start at Newmarket, where in the 1:15, this looks a competitive fillies and mares listed race, but it represents a drop in class for the front 2 in the market. El Wateen of Said bin Saroz takes a huge drop in class here. The last 3 runs have all been in Group 1 races, namely the 1,000 Guineas, the Epsom Oaks and the Falmouth Stakes. And she didn't cut much ice in any of those, but this is only a listed race and she should be more at home here. The other class dropper is Ariseg of Charlie Johnson's, who last ran in the Group 2 Celebration Mile at Goodwood, where she finished well in 3rd. This stiff finish today should be right up her street, and she shouldn't be far away. In the 150, the front 2 in the market are trained by Charlie Appleby. Spirited Style looked most progressive before she ran in a Group 1 in Germany on very soft ground, which she hated. She's worked particularly well since, and back on a faster surface should take all the beating. In the 225, a Group 2 race for fillies, I've been very impressed with both runs of Owen Burroughs. Tulane. Now the way she quickened at Leicester to beat today's second favourite Xanthos was very impressive, and I know she's worked particularly well since. They think that she's a solid group horse, and I see no reason why Xanthos should turn that form around. In the 3 o'clock, this is another Group 2 race, and the 2 that should fight out the finish here are Charlie Appleby's Opera Bello and Carl Burke's unbeaten calls Zeus Olympius. Now this is one of Appleby's bankers of the week, and as much as I respect Zeus Olympius, I think Opera Bello could be very hard to beat. In the 4:10, the maiden race, Battle Apple ran a cracker on his debut at Ascot in July, where he was caught late on. He was then thrown into a big sales race at Doncaster, dropping back in trip, and ran much better than his finishing position of 9th behind horses rated in the hundreds would suggest. Now this represents a drop in class, and he could prove hard to beat here. Over at Haydock in the 250, the 2 at the front of the market should fight out the finished. While smaller trainers do of course have winners, Mark Rammel who trains the second favourite, Night Mission, would not be a prolific trainer of flat winners. He ran well enough on debut, but he did only cost 16,000 guineas as a yearling, whereas Monarch's Gold, owned by Ammo Racing, cost 550,000 guineas, and was impressive on debut at Kempton when he came from a long way back earlier this month to win despite looking green. He's got £7 to give to the second favourite, but I know they like him and he could be hard to beat. In the 4 o'clock at Haydock, Carl Burke introduces another hammer horse and one with a hefty price tag. Poker cost an eye-watering 4.3 million guineas as a yearling, and he's very regally bred. Breeding and price tag do not automatically mean speed, and the vibes suggest that this Wootton Bassett colt will need more time. Roger Varian's Guardman ran a cracker last time out at Windsor behind two nice horses, and unless Poker comes alive on the racecourse, he should be winning this. At Newcastle this evening, I thought Cecilia Starr in the 5 o'clock is worth a second look, but I haven't had a bet. In fact, the only interest I've had up there is in the 7 o'clock. Livonian has done nothing wrong in his 2 runs and will probably make into an 80+ horse. But I'm told the Binsero 4-year-old Wesham, who makes his debut, works like a nice horse and receives weight from the 3-year-old. It certainly isn't a gimme, but at 4-1, I thought Wesham was worth a small interest. I apologise, I did have another interest at Newcastle in the 7:30. Reenie's Dream of Brian Smart has run 2 solid races lately and only just got collared at Carlisle last time. This track wouldn't be quite as stiff as Carlisle, and she can probably set good fractions here and hopefully make all. That's all for now. I'll be back tomorrow, assuming I've got a decent signal, and I'll leave you with this nice view in the background. Thank you.